I wasn't really going to talk about it because I don't, personal stuff like this, it's, it's their business and whatnot. And I didn't want to, harp on it too much like it was drama or anything like that. And, we talk about entertainment news and current news, movie news and whatnot. So, but I do like her a lot. And she just had a Netflix movie that came out. Have not seen it, but you guys let me know if you guys have seen it. But I'm talking about Rebel Wilson, who I really do love. I think she's cool. I love her in Pitch Perfect. Love her. I think that was the first time I might have, I take that back. I've seen her like in little cameos here and there before that, but like as a whole, Pitch Perfect was like awesome. So this was a headline I saw and I was like, I just literally saw it right now on the toilet. And it says Rebel Wilson was going to be outed by Australian newspaper, journalist admits. So she is Australian. And if you guys don't know by now, she recently came out as gay. And it says you probably already read that Rebel Wilson has come out and confirmed that she's in a relationship with a woman, but we've sadly just learned that she didn't get to do it on her own terms. Ay, yay. This is one thing that, like, oh God, when you're in the public limelight and you have, when it comes to your sexuality or whatever your preference, and you're forced to be outed like this because of news that it's going to leak or whatever, like, it sucks that you have to like, okay, let's speed up the process of like, I'm not ready, but now I'm forced to be ready. So anyway, it says the 42-year-old actress publicly revealed her relationship with Ramona Agruma after she was informed by an Australian newspaper that they were planning on outing her. I don't know why they would tell her that. What were they looking for, money or what? The Sydney Morning Herald, and it was an Australian paper too. Like you would think like local love. No, I don't think so. And journalist Andrew Hornery are facing major backlash after he wrote an article admitting that he was giving Rebel 2 days to provide a comment for this story, for his story, only to be scooped by the actress herself. That's terrible. It was an abundance of caution and respect that this media outlet emailed Rebel Wilson's representatives on Thursday morning, giving her 2 days to comment on her new relationship with another woman, LA leisure wear designer Ramona Agruma, before publishing a single word. Hornery wrote in this article. He called his decision a big mistake as Rebel decided to reveal her relationship on Instagram. Considering how bitterly Wilson had complained about poor journalism standards when she successfully sued Women's Day for defamation, her choice to ignore, I'm not familiar with that one, what happened there. Her choice to ignore our discreet, genuine, and honest queries was, in our view, underwhelming, Hornery said. People on social media are rightfully livid at both the journalist and the newspaper. So this person, Mega Moyhan, saying, I've just read this at SMH piece 3 times to make sure that I wasn't misreading. The publication messaged Rebel Wilson saying they would out her in 2 days, and is now complaining that she chose to announce her relationship with a woman herself. Quite astonishing. Anyways, you guys can read more. I just saw this briefly, like I said, and I think it's terrible that she was pretty much forced. If you have anyone that hits you up in your DM saying, hey, offer comment on this or else we're going to put it out, especially when it comes to an outing, like of someone's sexuality, that's terrible. That is so terrible. Like, I don't condone that whatsoever. But congratulations to Rebel Wilson for coming out, her truth or whatever during Pride Month. I think probably that's the reason why she was felt it was an appropriate time. I can only assume. But once again, does that take anything away from Rebel Wilson as an actress? No, I absolutely love her. I love that she shared her body transformation, her body positivity transformation, because we know that, actors can get typecast in this funny fat person role or whatever. I hope, no one takes offense to that word fat, because, that's what they used to call Jonah Hill. That's what they used to call a lot of actors that were big but are now small, because they're judging them based off their acting ability. So I think if you're just a good actress, that shit gets pushed to the back. But obviously in the forefront with photographers and paparazzi, that's the first thing they look at. And that was like, once again, for Rebel Wilson, Jonah Hill, people of bigger, proportions, whatever, they were labeled as the funny fat people, Chris Farley, the funny fat guy, right? They were always labeled as that, but I think their acting ability has pushed them, you know, to greater heights and whatnot. And now they can speak their truth. Now they can totally, you know, be who they want to be and free and all that. And you guys let me know your thoughts on this article. I think it's terrible that I read that someone was pretty much, not literally, but holding a gun to their head saying, offer comment on this or else we're going to out you. You know, that's terrible. But you guys let me know in the comments or the chat below.